searching for the perfect tunes to play when we're showing the guys downtown Beaufort.
Woo!
We're busy.
I can't get any gangster rap on here, and it's really upsetting me.
It is also upsetting me now that you've mentioned it.
Yeah. I'ma get the bag, give me cash like the lottery. Money on my mind, they just mad they can't bother me. Money on my mind like I just got a lobotomy. Worst ATM, I'ma be where the dollars be.
Give me my money, give me my cash, yeah, give me some. Sorry, my homie, I gotta dash, yeah, I gotta run to the check. Give me my power, give me respect, like Gillette. We are coming for your neck. Who's next? Yeah, who next? My homie looking too vexed. I told him ain't no limit, then he asked me how I do that. Stay grounded like two flats, collect all your ducats, then grab the bag, take it back like a suplex. Now do that and true that I'm free though, but nothing is free though. I'm shooting my shot just like Curry at free throw. I run on this track and I only did one lap. My income so passive it talks while I nap and
So right now the idea of the island is to put glamping tents. It's not even in the pro forma of what we could bring in revenue to rent out that main house. That's only for owners to come and use whenever they want. And then obviously, you know, workers maybe on the part of the team stays on that lower level or whatever is until we build out either some cabins or whatever. Or I'm thinking about building out some tents, but I want a more permanent structure over near the house that employees can stay at. Okay. Because you're gonna need somebody who's like a full-time worker who's living here on the island. And then essentially build out. We have about 30 to 40 tents that we're gonna build out. Have you guys seen the pictures of them or anything? Okay. I posted them on social. But they're pretty badass. Like they're built up on decks, a couple feet off the ground, and then there's a front porch. They're like these canvas-style African safari kind of tents. And there's like these big, you know, beams on the inside of it. There's a bed. We'll have a couple chairs in there, and then there's also going to be an attached bathroom. So there's going to be a shower and a toilet in the tent. It'll be like all wooden and stuff, so that way you can at least have your own private restroom and all that. And we're going to put them in clusters. So about 10 to 12 tents in an area, still spread out enough where you have some privacy, but then there's going to be like a common, like a fire pit area or something probably for each one of them. Okay. So people can have a fire pit, have their own like grill, a couple picnic tables, and hang out. So that was the idea, probably putting like 3 of those areas around the island. Okay. So that's what we need to get approval on. Okay. And then the third phase, well, first phase was the house, the dock, and the generator. Second phase was the tents. Third phase was going to be building a big pavilion for events. But now that we have the mainland house, we don't need a pavilion for events. So we eliminated that. We're going to save probably $500,000 from the budget, and instead, there's a barn over here that they kept some animals in, and we're cleaning it all up. Okay, the entire pasture area is all fenced in too. So we're cleaning it all up right now because this is going to be the new gathering area. So the idea is going to be all the games are over there, and then, you know, maybe we'll put a bunch of gravel out or something, or try to elevate this a little bit so it's not as swampy. Or maybe it just needs to dry out. You can just cut it, right? And then in here, I think we should remove these stalls and just put picnic tables all throughout. I mean, if you remove the stalls and had just the support, those aren't even support beams, are they? Just these ones are. So yeah, you could take these out.
That's
and
just to separate the stalls.
Yeah, and then just build walls around the outside.
Yep.
Is really what we want to do. And then,
So Tim, look,
I mean, it's kind of cool having these things on the tracks, though. You know. I don't know. But the idea would be give people some place to come and hang out that protects them from the outside weather if it is raining, and then we could bring someone in to, you know, play some acoustic tunes on a guitar or tell some ghost stories, and we could put maybe we do the fire pit right here, and then essentially close this in, put a bunch of picnic tables in here, people can hang out, smoke a stogie, have some drinks, play some music.
I'ma get the bag, give me cash like the lottery. Money on my mind, they just mad, they can't bother me. Money on my mind, like I just got a lobotomy. Worst ATM, I'ma be where the dollars be.
We would literally be taking.
Welcome to the Legacy Boathouse.
And that
Come on
plan
in.
is technically the new building.
hard trying to get the money. Everybody move out the way, trying to get the money. Gotta pay my dues anyway, gotta get the money. I'm not trying to lose anything, gotta get the money. I've been working hard every day, trying to get the dollar. Everybody move out the way, trying to get the dollar. Gotta pay my dues anyway, gotta get the dollar. I'm not trying to lose anything, gotta get the dollar.
All right, Burton, what do we think, man? Tell me what your favorite part of the house is.
That I haven't found the safe yet, and there's still a mystery behind it.
What's your favorite?
We talked about that in the video.
The boathouse is spectacular. I think I would work from the boathouse every day. I would go out to there and have beers every single day. The boathouse is probably my favorite. The land is huge.
Yep.
It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. The front yard is massive, and I'm really excited to see what we do with this thing.
Yeah, I think. Do you like the Mountain Lodge or this house better, or the Legacy Lodge or the Legacy Lookout?
Ooh, Legacy Lookout. I like that. I have gone.
Fatty came up with it.
I have gone back and forth probably 15 times since I walked in this house. I like this house, but as soon as I say I like this house more than I like that one more, I don't know. I think I like this one. I like this one more.
I think overall for me, I like.
The other one has
this house is unbelievable.
The other one's a better house.
I agree.
I think I like this setting a little bit more, but I like having both to go to. I can pick and choose whichever one I want. So
we were talking about it last night of like, what more do you need in life? Like, you have a ridiculous house. You own an island. We own a house that's up in the mountains that we can use. Obviously we rent it out and stuff during the high season, but we can use it like any time. It's an unbelievable way to turn liabilities into assets.
Yep.
But I agree. I mean, this house is ridiculous. The mountain house, from a house perspective, I think, just has this unbelievable wow factor. This also has that, but I think the mountain house has a little bit more of a wow factor. But the setting here and the proximity to being an hour from Charleston, 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to downtown Beaufort, 20 minutes to downtown Hilton Head is like, and 5
minutes to the island.
Yeah, 5 minutes to the island,
Yeah.
35 minutes down to Savannah. Like, you're in such close proximity to everything. This is so much easier to use than to drive to Western North Carolina, at least for where we live. So that's good stuff. Fatty, you're the chief investment officer of the company. How are we going to make money with this?
Who cares?
He's like, please tell me how we can make it work.
If you rent it out to me full time, all the time, for $1 per day.
Oh, is that it? Is that it? We might be able to pay the water bill this year.
Might not.
I don't think we could. Although the water bill's not that bad. It's actually pretty inexpensive here.
So I think the wedding industry is absolutely astronomically priced, and with what we can do with the wedding venue portion of this thing, I think we could make a lot of money off of it.
Yeah.
For me, if you ask me the same question you asked Burton, which house, it's not even a question. I love the house. I love how it flows. I love the views of the mountain house better than I like this one, even though I'm a beach person. But the views there are better. But if this one had a pool, I'd live here forever.
Yeah. When I brought Kate here, she's like, "Are we moving? Are we moving to Beaufort?" I was like, "Well, this is an amazing location." Yeah, I mean, if you like marsh views, if you like river views, if you like dolphins cresting out here, like this is the house. The mountain views, because I don't get that as often, is more of a wow factor for me. But it's hard to put the two houses toe to toe. They're both unbelievable with the finishes and everything, and it's just awesome that we don't even have to choose. So, now it's cool. Carla, what are your thoughts? What's your favorite part?
So I think the pictures in the ad certainly don't do this place justice. Just kind of like walking around, like you turn a corner and you're in another room you didn't expect, So without copying Nick and saying the boathouse, which is my favorite, I think a close second would be this deck out here. We're coming from Cleveland in February, right? So we're freezing cold. And the ability to kind of come out here, sit on this deck and just take in the sights. You got palm trees, you got water, you got sunshine. Like, what more do you want, Yeah.
It checks all the boxes. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It is a very homey home. Like this is this is where you want to retire to.
Beautiful.
This is the place. You're having a wedding. You bring in the entire family. You stay here. Different wings. There's plenty of room. Put the kids upstairs. Everybody's got their own bedroom as well. And then there's so many different living areas, so much different stuff that you can do. Get lost and have your own privacy, and at the same time.
And it's still easy to get to, and there's still city stuff to do if you want to, right down the road. So there's a ton of options. So it's in a great spot on top of being a badass house.
The whole wedding venue thing. Like I'm so confident in it, but there's like a little bit of anxiety because we haven't done that yet, But even not really marketing like the mountain house, there's still people knocking on our door wanting, there's two weddings there I know of over the next 3 months, that we haven't even really tried to promote. So if we're really, working with local event planners and wedding planners and, corporate planners, I think this place is going to rent. I think it's going to print some cash.
So you guys talking made me think about weddings, all that fun, all that anxiety and build up, and then a beautiful night, and then you've got the next day. And one of my favorite parts is that next day sitting around and letting everything just kind of calm down and talking about it. And this is the perfect setting for that.
I mean, you even have the makings of a pretty badass reception after the wedding here too, right? So obviously, redoing the kind of first floor, the whole house space here, it's kind of like a weekend vacation wedding type thing, right? Because you can just back it up, back to back.
Well, you don't just rent the venue. You're here for a couple days before. You can get excited, enjoy it, and then have it for your wedding,
100%.
for your event. And then you can decompress, like Fatty's talking about, a couple days afterwards, where you don't have to get the hell out of there. You can hang out, grab a cup of coffee the morning after, and just kind of relax and look out here and reflect on the memories and all that stuff. So it's in South Carolina, Charleston area at least, I heard that all the wedding venues, all the major wedding venues are booked for the next 2 to 3 years. If you want to get married on a weekend, you got to look at 2025 in order to get a wedding venue.
Or call us.
Or you call us. We're an hour from downtown Charleston. Like I said, 25 minutes from Hilton Head, 10 minutes to downtown Beaufort. It's a really unique location.
Burton will get ordained. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. If you book a wedding, I'll do it for free.
One Keystone Light. That's all it takes.
It's good stuff. What else we want to talk about, Cam?
What y'all think of the island? This is y'all's first time.
Oh, yeah,
being
that's
there,
good.
right?
For sure.
Yeah, and so Burton, you've been to the island a couple of times already, so you're familiar. What do you think? Well, let me come back to you. I want to hear their insights first, and then we'll end with you. Fatty and Matt, you guys have never seen the island before. What are your guys' thoughts on the island?
It's weird because it's from this dock here. It's a couple minute boat ride, but it kind of feels like you're in a completely different place. So it doesn't take long at all to get there, but it's completely secluded. You're kind of out in the wilderness. The paths that were kind of cleared as we're walking in that area are awesome. And I really do feel like it has a lot of really cool potential to be the campsite, to be creative with other things we can do with companies, groups, or just even weekend getaways and stuff. So I feel like it's very versatile, and it feels like a completely different world you're in, even though it's right there.
And if the glamping tent thing all plays out in the way that we all expect and hope it does, having the event here and having all your guests stay over there with tons of stuff to do throughout the weekend is it's a pretty cool setup. They can work collaboratively in a really, really unique way.
Very unique.
Fatty, how about you? First time seeing it.
So the island is such a different vibe than everything else. 4 minutes boat ride, but it's almost like you're in a totally different world.
It is, right?
I actually really underestimated just the canopy cover of the trees and how beautiful that would be, and just how large it is. Walking from end to end and realizing how many different things you could do on one island and how remote it really is. It was nice.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It really has that wow factor once you get there. I mean, those pine trees are 70, 100 feet tall up in the air. They're massive. And then there's the grove of the live oak trees with all the Spanish moss on there. And there's oak tree after oak tree, and it looks like all these arms coming out. And I know it was a little bit, cloud covered when we were over there, but if you're over there, man, when the sun's beaming, you get these beams of sunshine coming through, and it's like glorious and majestic. It's unreal the way that it the light lands on the underlayment of the island. It's really cool. We've done a lot of work over there. Like it is very different than what it looked like 6 months ago. And Burton, you've been there a couple times. What do you think about the progress that's made and in the direction that we're going?
Yeah, I mean, it's night and day. When we bought it, you couldn't go 10 feet into those trails. You couldn't get to the barn. You couldn't get to the pond. Now you can pretty much do whatever you want to do out there. And yeah, I'm really excited for the next step. I think the next step is just gonna crush. Yeah, it's just gonna crush.
I think like we have so many cool ideas on what we can do with that place.
Whatever.
Like,
do anything.
Like legitimately anything. You could shoot guns over there if we wanted to. I think that's a little bit more liability than I want to do. But, dude, if we have those tents out there and we have that barn and the pasture area like all gamed out and like some fun, like we can have concerts out there. We could, even if we don't have a concert, we can bring some people out, strum on a guitar, hang out late night, smoke some stogies, or like sit by the bonfire and listen to some cool songs, listen to ghost stories, have somebody come out there. Like it'd be perfect for Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. It'd be cool to have like fishing events or something like that out there. We were talking about doing like a workout retreat, right? Like bring in some personal trainer and do like a 2-day workout, super high health type of an event where you stay in the tents and we go and do
That'd
runs.
be sweet.
And dude, I think that would be cool. And then the other one would be, I think what would crush would be like the survival thing. Like have somebody come in and teach you how to make a friggin' fire out of your bare hands and sticks. And like what to do if you get bit by a snake in the ass. You have Burton suck the venom out.
Works every time.
And so, like just all those survival techniques, I feel like that's like something that's kind of cool and unique that's going around right now that people would really eat up. And it's a lifestyle type of thing that's, again, you don't have to travel very far to get to it,
No, but the reality is you're still on an island, right? So can you survive, right?
But can you survive?
And like if the answer is no, like it's a 4-minute boat ride, you'll be fine, right?
You know what we should do after?
Hike through the marsh.
Hold one of those Tough Mudder competitions on the island. That would be cool.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like there's a lot of cool stuff.
But even the jet skis like through the channel back there and everything, like that'd be a lot of fun.
I mean, we'll do paddle boards. We'll have kayaks. We're gonna have jet skis. So we're gonna have boats, like jet skis for rent, and some small boats like that. Maybe a couple of fishing boats, John boats or something like that people can rent out. I think we got to put like a little, I don't know, like a little convenient store almost kind of thing. Not a convenience store, but you know what I mean? Like offer a few things so that way people can get there and they can get charcoal and all that kind of jazz.
Like a general store.
Yeah, like a little general store, like just little area or whatever. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be really cool, and I think we're pretty good at marketing, and I think we can pour some marketing dollars on it and really get the exposure out there. If people knew that it was available and knew that it was something. Obviously, we can host masterminds and talk about it on social media, but if we can really get it out to the masses and let people know what we got going on, I think it's a really unique place to go and hang out for a weekend. In the summer, in the fall is unbelievable. Even the springtime right now is beautiful, and it's actually really unique in the winter too, because you have like it's not all the foliage is there, so it's like you have 0 bugs, which is awesome, and then there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do, different types of fishing and a lot of fun activities. So like year round, it's a pretty cool spot to go and hang out and spend some time. Boys, I'm hungry. Let's go get some food.
Yep.
There are also ladies here.
Oh, and ladies.
Tonight.
Let's go get some food. I'm buying, and see you guys in the next video. Give me a like if you like this video. If you didn't like this video, give me a like. If you like this video, give me a comment too. And I don't know, share it with anybody that you think would want to come hang out, rent, or spend some time with us on the island. Hey, and if you have any ideas of what else we can do on the island, I'd love to hear your ideas. Like what would be over the top, fun, exciting, outdoorsy, nature-esque, cool things that we could do out on the island. Like there's legit limitless possibilities. Like we're thinking about doing zip lines. We're thinking about doing, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the Go Ape. It's like the tree climbing things where you're up in the trees. I think that's probably out of the price point that we would want to do, but give me some ideas. I love the ideas. I love the creativity. Like legit, nothing's off tilt or off out of bounds, I guess. So appreciate you guys. Until next time, be your best.
Smash that like button. That was pretty good.
That was really good, dude. That was really good.